What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Pitching Ninja's Filthiest Pitches of the Day. I am Pitching Ninja, and I'm here as always with the man, the legend, the scruffy-haired kid, Will Leahey.
Hell of an intro,
What's
Ninja.
happening, Will?
I'm doing well, Ninja, because I enjoyed the Little League Classic last night. Yankees versus the Tigers, and it was a hell of a game, and even better, Yankees just completely blew it, which, I like to see, Ninja. How'd you enjoy the game yesterday?
Do you get more joy of the Yankees blowing a game or the Red Sox winning a game? What's better for you?
I think it depends on the season, but, I might say Yankees fans getting their hearts ripped out just always feels great.
Well, I love games like this. I mean, give me something different during a full day of baseball just to, I don't know, get a different view. And I love watching the kids enjoy themselves and the players. Like Jazz Chisholm to me just absolutely broke out with a story about like being there for this kid who was a big fan and now he's going to be his big brother for the rest of his life.
Got off the plane. One of his friends came right away because he was way in the back. His friends came up to me and he was like, "Oh, my best friend, you're his favorite player, bro." And then I'm just like, okay, like I can't wait to meet him. Like, where's he at? So I'm just walking through signing stuff. I don't even get to meet the kid until it's like the last kid at the line. I'm just signing and he's like, "You're my favorite baseball player." I was like, "Oh, your friend told me about you." He's like, "No, like you're my favorite," and he just like starts going into it, and then we just started getting back like to know each other, and then I was like, "You know what, kid, I'm gonna be your big brother from here on. You know what, like I'm gonna make sure you have everything you need, Aria sliding mids, leg guards, gloves, bats. Don't worry about it, I got you. Just give me a call and I got you." And I gave my number.
So cool.
It's fantastic. I know he gets hated a lot, but this shows another side to his character. And I thought the Tigers and Yankees put on a great show yesterday. The Tigers clawed past the Yankees 3-2. Tarek Skubal did what Tarek Skubal does. Didn't K as many hitters. He had 5 Ks, though, in 6 innings, giving up 1 run. He had these heaters up to 99 miles an hour. Nasty changeups. Here's a fastball changeup overlay. And I'm sure he got a whole bunch of new young fans, just big Skubal fans. Skubal faced Marcus Stroman, who was outstanding yesterday, putting on a show for the kids himself with 5 strikeouts and 6 scoreless innings. He had this painted changeup, this slider, and picked up a sword. Just a great all-around game. Now to the rest of my whip around the league. Valente Biozo had 4 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs. The Marlins swam past the Mets 3-2. He had these sweepers and got absolutely fired up here. He faced Paul Blackburn, who had 4 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 1 run. He had this cutter, changeup, and curveballs. The Orioles flew past the Red Sox 4-2. Albert Suarez had 6 strikeouts and 6 scoreless innings. He had these heaters and curveball. He faced Cutter Crawford, who had 4 Ks in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 3 runs and had this cutter and splitter. The Mariners easily handled the Pirates 10-3. Commander George Kirby had 5 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, but gave up 2 walks, too. What the hell is wrong with Kirby? He had these fastballs up to 99 miles an hour, picked up a sword on his knuckle curve. He faced Jake Woodford, a.k.a. the Reserve, who had 4 Ks in 4 innings, giving up 5 earned runs, and had this 2-seamer and changeup. The Nationals topped the Phillies 6-4. Jake Irvin had 5 Ks in 6 innings, giving up 4 runs. This fastball and curveball. He faced Ty Walker, who had 3 Ks in 4 2/3 innings, giving up 3 runs and had these splitters. Drew Rasmussen had 2 Ks in 2 scoreless innings as the Rays floated past the D-backs 8-7. He had this paintish 2-seamer and cutter. He faced Merrill Kelly, who had 4 Ks in 5 innings, but gave up 6 runs. He had this paintish fastball and this paintish backdoor cutter. I'm sensing a lot of paintish stuff this game. The umpire might have had a little bit big strike zone, which I'm all for. Brady Singer had 6 Ks and 6 scoreless innings, bringing his ERA down to 3.18. He had this painted sinker, these sliders, including this back foot slider. He faced Andrew Abbott, who had 4 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had these curveballs. Pablo Lopez, no relation to Pablo Sanchez, the all-time great, had 3 Ks in 6 innings, giving up no runs. He had this elevated 2-seamer and changeup. He faced Tyler Mahle, who had 1 K in 3 innings, giving up 4 runs, and had this splitter. And even though Pablo Lopez gave up no runs this game, still, the Rangers beat the Twins 6-5.
And it's dropped, and here comes Garcia, and the
Bradley Blaylock, no relation to Mookie.
No relation to Mookie.
Did you know Pearl Jam's original name was
I
Mookie?
did know that, Ninja.
You did know that. Mookie Blaylock. They should have kept that.
I disagree. I think Pearl Jam might be the best band name.
You don't think the Mookie Blaylocks would have been a great name? Bradley Blaylock had 2 Ks in 5 2/3 innings, giving up 1 run. He had the splitter and slider as the Rockies rose above the Padres 3-2. He faced Joe Musgrove, who had 6 Ks in 4 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run. He had these curveballs and sweepers and looked pretty nasty. Charlie F. and Morton had 7 strikeouts in 5 1/3 innings, giving up 1 run on 2 hits. And his front door two-seamer and a whole lot of curveballs. He had curveballs up to 3,375 RPMs. Look at that. That is absolutely disgusting. Old man Morton still's got it. Filthy stuff, Charlie. He faced Jack Kohanowitz, who had no Ks, so he gets no highlights. It's kind of silent, like the C in his name. The Brewers topped the Guardians 2-0. Colin Ray had 5 Ks and 7 scoreless innings. He had these fastballs, including this painted two-seamer and this inside two-seamer. He faced Ben Lively, who had 5 Ks and 6 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had this painted two-seamer. Bowden Francis had 7 Ks and 7 scoreless innings, giving up only 3 hits. He had these splitters as the Blue Jays beat the Cubs in a pitcher's duel, 1-0. He outdueled Shota Imanaga, who had 6 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 1 run. He had this elevated fastball and nasty splitters. And you can see here why his nickname is a throwing philosopher. Look at him just thinking through his pitches. Shota Imanaga, awesome stuff. Clayton Kershaw had 2 Ks and 6 scoreless innings as the Dodgers beat the Cardinals 2-1. He had this slider and Cooperstown curveball. Look how pretty that is. Kershaw faced Sonny Gray, who had 6 Ks in 5 innings, giving up 2 runs, and had these sweepers, including this dirty sweeper. Framber Valdez had 9 Ks in 7 scoreless innings, and Framber is on fire. See, Astros whitewashed the White Sox 2-0. Framber had this nasty sinker, and then just put on an absolute curveball show, picking up 8 swings and misses on his curveball. Look at this stuff. Framber's still got it, man. What's his ERA this year, Will?
Framber's ERA is now 3.4. Rounding into postseason form, Ninja, as the Astros are getting ready to wreck everyone's hearts again.
Yeah, I was thinking the Astros may not have an ace this year. They've got themselves an ace if Framber keeps pitching like this, because this is a bad man right now. Framber faced Kai Busch, otherwise known as the Lubinator, who had 5 Ks and 6 innings, giving up 1 run, had these sliders and curveballs. The Giants beat the A's 4-2. Blake Snell had 10 strikeouts in 7 innings, giving up 1 run. And kind of an off outing for Blake Snell because he only had 10 Ks. He had these curveballs, picked up a sword on his slider, and just for shits and grins, picked up a Jiffy Lube special too with these changeups. I don't remember the last time I saw Blake Snell pick up a K on all changeups. He faced J.P. Sears, who had 9 Ks in 7 2/3 innings, giving up 1 run. For some reason, he picks up all his Ks on these low velo fastballs that apparently are very tough to hit. It's hard to feature for me, though. But this was not hard to feature. He turned a double play on this fly ball, tracking it down, showing pitchers are athletes, catching it, turning around, gunning it to first. You go, J.P. Sears. Now to my filthiest relievers. Brian Abreu had these sliders and picked up a sword. Yunier Cano had this slider and changeup. Lucas Ursig picked up 4 Ks with his slider and changeups. Kevin Ginkel had this White Castle special. Josh Hader had this 98-mile-an-hour heater. Raisel Iglesias had this nasty slider. Griffin Jacks had this hammer curveball. Matthew Liberatore had this painted fastball and curveball. Phil Maton had this nasty sweeper and curveball. And Tyler Rogers had this slider. And I love this look at his mechanics because they're just insane. My top 5 filthiest pitches of the day yesterday. At number 5, we have Blake Snell and his curveballs. At number 4, Framber Valdez and his wicked curveballs. Number 3, Charlie Morton and his 3,375 RPM curveball. Disgusting. And number 2, Mason Miller and his 102 mile an hour paint. There's something visually pleasing about seeing a 102 mile an hour pitch just splitting that line. And at number 1, Ryan freaking Walker. Check out this filth. We have a fastball, a two-seamer, headed right for your ribs that ends up breaking 20 inches right back to the plate. This thing should be outlawed. And then these 6 sliders. I did this overlay of his two-seamer and slider. Man, Ryan Walker is one of the best relievers in baseball. He's just got the nastiest stuff. Everybody take notice of this man. He is absolutely filthy. And now my pitching ninja moment of Zen. I love this with the Little League kids watching the Soto Shuffle. Look at the look on those faces. My picks of the day today are a 4-leg same-game parlay plus. I'm going to start out with a same-game parlay of Brian Wu for 5Ks or more and Gavin Stone for 5Ks or more. And then take Taj Bradley for 6Ks or more and top it off with Seth Lugo for 5Ks or more. And then I'm going to add in my 25% profit boost. Boost my profits by 25% for any same-game parlay or same-game parlay plus of 3 legs or more. What would your picks of the day be?